Hello there, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of September. It's the 18th. We did it. We're halfway through the month of September. It's supposed to rain later today. I don't know if it's raining yet or not because I filmed this the night before. But today is Wednesday. You know what that means? It means it's time for comics again. Thank you very much for tuning in to Comics Again, the show that enters your feed every Wednesday to tell you the new number ones coming your way today. And that's what we're going to do. The fine folks at DC Comics are getting close to the end of the Absolute Power crossover event. This week, there's a new number one in there. It's the Absolute Power Super Son number one shot all about John Kent. Figure out what happened to him, what's happening to him, how did all this go, how did it all go wrong? Find out in here. There's also a tie-in in Superman number 18 and Wonder Woman number 13. And those are your Absolute Power tie-ins. If Absolute Power isn't zany enough for you and you're more of a video game type player person, if you're not, I have a DC comic for you. Multiverses, Collision Detected, issue 1 is here to tell you the story behind the hit new game, Multiverses. I don't know. It seems crazy to me. This is a thing. This is a thing, and there's a comic here for it to tell you the story behind the story of the game where everyone verses. If you love a good verses, this one's for you. Multiverses, Collision Detected, issue 1. And coming your way very soon is an all-new Batman Long Halloween storyline. The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, is quickly approaching. But this week, there's an issue 0 featuring Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale. R.I.P. Tim Sale. Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale, one last ride, one last hurrah. Here it is, the Batman Long Halloween, Last Halloween, issue 0, the prologue, The Last Halloween. All right, X-Heads, there's a big one for you this week. I know a lot of our customers here in Old City love this character and cannot wait for them to have their own miniseries. Check it out. Rising from the ashes of Krakoa is Dazzler. Dazzler issue 1. Here she is, gonna have a concert, do all the singing stuff. It's Dazzler. Are you ready for it? Because it's here. Dazzler number 1. And if you prefer your hero to be a little bit more leather clad and on fire and maybe on a motorcycle, then Spirits of Vengeance issue number 1 is here for you to set up a bunch of new stuff with the old Spirits of Vengeance Ghost Rider people. Spirits of Vengeance issue 1. There's a whole lot of Venom stuff going on our shelf here, a lot of Venom War things, and there are 2 Venom War number 1s for you this week. First off, it's Deadpool, Venom War, Deadpool number 1, and Venom War Lethal Protectors issue 1. So there you go. You got 2 Venom Wars this week. They're Venom War, Deadpool, and Lethal Protectors. Over there at Image Comics, Daniel Warren Johnson and Riley Rossmo have teamed up together to bring you The Moon is Following Us. Looks to be a family science fiction fantasy comic. A lot of family unit stuff in Daniel's work since he's had some kids. Gotta love it. You gotta love when a guy really throws himself into his work. Check it out. The Moon is Following Us from Image Comics. Daniel Warren Johnson, Riley Rossmo. Don't miss it. It's gonna be awesome. Also from Image Comics is another book under the umbrella of Rick Remender's Giant Generator. Check out the Tin Can Society, a tech mobile who does work for people with disabilities to give them abilities. Also has like an Iron Man style suit, but like a lot of stuff goes wrong, gets back together with a bunch of friends, and they're looking into a murder. I don't know, it seems like there's a lot happening in here, but the Tin Can Society is here to give everyone a chance at being a hero. Hey, we got any Spawn people out there? Because there's a Violator issue number 1 this week for all you Spawn heads. Figure out the origins of the Violator in Violator issue 1. Are you an R.L. Stine fan? Fear Street, Goosebumps, that Man-Thing run? Well, check it out. R.L. Stine has a new comic from Boom Studios, The Graveyard Club. It's a YA horror comic. It is a beefy boy. A long story. This is a lot to read. This is well going to be worth it. Issue 1 of 2. Spooky time, just in time for spooky season. It's The Graveyard Club, issue 1 from Boom. I realize I don't know what's going on in the Ninja Turtles comics at all because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Nation is here and a lot is different. They're not even in New York. There's like a desert. There's an Area 51 storyline in here. I am woefully behind. But if you're a fan of the Turtles, don't miss out on Mutant Nation, issue 1. Archaic Comics is bringing an adaptation of one of my all-time favorite movies from the 80s. It is Jim Henson's The Labyrinth, issue number 1. This book looks fantastic, looks beautiful. They're going to be doing an adaptation of the movie just in time for its 40th anniversary. So don't miss out on this if you're a fan of Ludo, Hoggle, the Goblin King, you know, those little fire guys that take their heads off and put them onto each other, the 2 doors, one of them's a liar and all that stuff. Yeah, or that worm at the beginning. Anyway, they're all in here. It's issue 1 of Jim Henson's The Labyrinth. And just when you thought that madman Tom Neely was done doing Henry and Glenn comics, it's been 10 years since the last collection. It's been 20 years since it first started. Guess what? There's an all-new Henry and Glenn comic book series, issue 1 of 4. It's the all-new Henry and Glenn comics and stories. Don't miss out. Henry Rollins, Glenn Danzig, Hall & Oates are still in there. Look, it's all going on. You know you want to read this thing. It's going to be goofy. It's going to be cute. It's going to be rocking. It's going to be all sorts of wild. Check it out here. All new Henry and Glenn. Yeah, what more is there to say? It's a great little book. Oh, man. That's pretty cool. All right, that is it for me this week. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Comics Again. I'll be back here next Wednesday with an all new another episode. It'll happen. Casey will have a Comics Forever on Friday for you. If you can't shop in store with us, always remember to shop online with us at bravenewworldscomics.com. All these comics, anything Casey talks about, all that stuff will be available for you on that website. It's easy. Click some buttons. Hey, pick up in store. Ship to you. We'll do it for you. Guess that's all. This Saturday is Batman Day. Don't forget, celebrate, read, all sorts. Watch a Batman movie, read a Batman comic book, listen to a Batman album. Prince, looking at you. It's a good album. Celebrate Batman. Just love Batman. Batman's getting old. He needs your love. So that's all for me now. Anyway, that's it. I gotta go. Things are gonna happen. Hope you're having a great one. See you again soon. We also just restocked a ton of Gundams, so get some Gundams. R.L. Stein. Batman's old. What's even happening in the Venom?